All right, guys. Well, it's very, very late, but we still gotta do this. We're still gonna do the full time talk. And well, 4-0 against Lecce. Very well done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Roman. This is Eurotherapy. I'm doing the post-match reactions after the 4-0 victory against Lecce. Absolutely tanked the guys. Really happy about the win, but it really comes after they gone down with a 10-man, and also with the fact that, well, they were so sick and tired of running, and they gassed. They were gassed after the first half, no doubt about it. So it was really easy for us in the end. And of course, when Douglas Costa came on, everything changed, in my opinion. So let's go through the goals, and we'll do the player ratings and also discuss what you think about the game as well in the comment section. So let's start with the first goal. Dybala, after a mistake from Lecce defender, I don't remember who that was. It was suddenly the ball was with Cristiano, and Cristiano unselfishly passed the ball to Dybala for a great strike to the top corner for 1-0. 2-0, Ronaldo scored a PK, fabricated, of course, by himself. He really wanted the goals. I will come back to that later. Talking about Ronaldo and, well, why did he freaking play the whole 90? I just don't get it. But yeah, it is how it is, you know. And then Douglas Costa came on, and he was so fresh. Well, he actually came on, I think, before even the first goal. He was so fresh since coming on, absolutely wonderful. So he unlocked defense time after time after time after time. It was just so insane. But unfortunately, as I just tweeted, we only see this once 3 months. That's it. It's just so unfortunate, because this guy is so talented. But again, injuries, inconsistency, I don't know, something that is crazy. He spat in the face of a Sassuolo player last season, I believe. There was some suspension as well. So I'm so pissed off about that we can't see the real Douglas Costa several games in a row, you know. And then there's some stupid injuries, you know, all over the place. But tonight, sensational. And then for the 3-0, Ronaldo backheel to Pipita Higuain. Luckily for him, he finally scores again. Glad to see that. We all know about his story with his mother and so on. So it's great to see him score, actually. And finally, Douglas assists to Matthijs De Ligt right before the final whistle. So 4-0, guys. We go clear. I think it's actually 7 points clear of Lazio, because of course they will have a game in hand. But still, it's very nice to see a clean sheet, lots of goals, and the fact is that we have no injuries. Always good to see. So yeah, it's just wonderful. Let's see the comment section. Who is there? We have Juventus, of course, Muslim, Iskandar, Graham is actually, oh wow, lovely. RB Combs, of course, and Ayur. I hope I pronounced your name right. All right, very nice. So guys, what do you think about the game? Comment in the section right there. We can see that yeah, Iskandar says that DC came in and there are loads of options in attack. I totally agree. Improvement in second half, well, yeah. Because in the first half, actually, Lecce were all over us. Well, in certain periods of the game, especially to start with, they were just throwing men at us, and I think that's what, unfortunate for them, caused them to lose the game. They were so offensively, and then one mistake at the back cost them the red card, and then they were just going for that early goal. They never got it, and probably Liverani's tactics were just to sit attacking, and then hopefully not concede, and then just sit back after the 60th minute, maybe. But the fact is that never happened. After the red card, it was so much easier for us. Well, actually, very weirdly, because last time we faced a 10-man, 10-man squad, it was against Milan, and it was very, very tough. So yeah, I was a bit unsure how that's going to happen, but luckily 4-0, well done. All right, and then we have, well, of course, Iskandar says Pipita, we miss him. Yeah, we miss a striker because we don't have anyone up there. I miss Mario Mandzukic. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. We are where we are. Juventus is actually way behind in the game. Watching it not live, probably. So, yeah. So just log off then, because you already know the final result. Congratulations. Let's go to the player ratings, guys. Let's do the Yeah, I agree with a great comment there. Ramsey and Higuain need to start. Yeah, unfortunately, this is what we've been waiting for. Ramsey to get the fitness down, to get his body up to shape, and then he was finally ready for us to play the full 90. Maybe he was against Inter, and then the COVID-19 hit us, and then that's why we all locked down, and it's basically on to back to reset. So Ramsey needed to get his fitness levels back up. He was slightly injured at the start of this whole thing. He wasn't even featuring in the Coppa Italia stuff. So it's so frustrating with Ramsey because we expect so much from him and we know that he can do very well. However, it's just not gonna happen because the fitness levels are never with him when we need him. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And of course, Pipita also need him. But of course, the family comes first and then the football. So we'll see how that turns out towards the end of the season. Yeah, Garen writes that Dybala goal took Lecce motivation away. Thankfully, we kept going forward for more goals. Yeah, and that's exactly the point. If this has been Allegri, guys, mind you, this would be a Barzagli substitution at the 70th minute. Well, of course, Barzagli isn't playing anymore, but I don't know, Rugani or whatever, just to secure a 1-0 victory. But we kept going, and of course, Ronaldo PK helped us hugely. As for 2-0, much easier as well. He fabricated it himself, granted, but still, he converted it as well. So yeah, it was a good second half from us. Go play ratings. Wojciech. I mean, 6, maybe 6, even nothing to do. Very. I don't know. It's so quiet from him. So for me personally, absolutely nothing to do. So for me, it's just a 6 out of 10. Very quiet. Could have even played Pinsoglio, in my opinion. I don't know, guys. Not applicable for Muslim. 6 or 7 from RB Coms. Yeah. It's very weird, but yeah, there we go. Let's go with Bais Matuidi. He actually played on the left back for us tonight. What do you think about him tonight? I thought personally it was very anonymous display from him. Please, Blaise, stay away from your offensive runs. Not needed. Defensively, did somewhat okay, barely not challenged, but I mean, offensively, it's even worse than, I don't know, Molinaro or something. It was absolutely useless. So I get that he will not be left back for the future. It is only just an emergency. But today, I don't know. Let's give him... let's give him a 6 out of 10 as well for me. I won't give him more, for sure. I'm not crazy. So yeah, I'll just give him a 6, and that's it. You guys, I see in the comment section also you agree with me. Rashid is also there. Welcome to you. And 6, yeah, I totally agree with that. Let's go for Leonardo Bonucci. Very comfortable, but of course, clean sheet, total control of whatever Lecce threw at us, even though it was minimal. They were all over us in the first half, yeah, but they barely challenged our defense. They had a lot of ball, but created very little. So for me, it's a 7 out of 10 for Leonardo. I will not give any more because it was very comfortable, not so very challenging display tonight. For sure. Matthijs, when I see Matthijs De Ligt play, it's like he's not 21 or 22, I don't know, around that age, but he's more like a 30-year-old guy who played 500 games for Juve, scored lots of goals, captained the team at times. Looks so comfortable, looks so comfortable, especially when things get tough. He started this career with Juve very sloppy with the handballs in our own box, such sloppy defending, but then better every game. And now he's actually one of the most decent players in our team, one of the best even. So Chiellini needs to be very careful now. Even, I mean, we can forget about Rugani, but even Demiral, even though Demiral is a slightly different type of player, but those two may not even pair well. But we've talked about this in another podcast or in my early videos, I believe. I don't remember. But the fact is, I don't believe that De Ligt and Demiral could work well together. But tonight, for me, let's see if I can do something very, very nice for you guys, because this is very well deserved. Here we go. I will give him 8, and this is why. Because, well, for the first one, he scored, and the fact is that he won it. He's so comfortable, throughout the whole game. So I really love the guy tonight. So 8 out of 10 for me. 8.5, 9.59 even for some of you. Okay, very well done, guys. Yeah, granted, one of our best players tonight. Juan Cuadrado, not as good, not as good as, of course, Matthijs. But granted, that was not gonna ever be the case. He was one of the best against Bologna, but tonight, I'm not so sure. Let's. Yeah, let's be a bit nice, because after all, clean sheet, and he plays in defense, and basically he was one of our one of those who we are relying on right now, because Danilo is out, freaking De Ligt is always out, Alexandro is out. I mean, Cuadrado was only to be the right back that we need stability with. So tonight, 7 out of 10 for me personally. Let's see in the comment section. 7, yeah. Daniel is also there. Nice to see. With De Ligt, we're looking at the future Ballon d'Or winner first after Cannavaro. Yeah, might very well be. Cannavaro only got his Ballon d'Or when he became a Real Madrid player, though. But anyway, yeah, I get the point. Let's go to Adrien Rabiot. I have no words, really. The guy cannot pass the ball going forward. He is so freaking passive when it comes to going forward. He shot one time, yes, granted, but that's about it. And as soon as we have more bodies going forward, he just stops, unsecure himself, doesn't know what to do. So he goes back to Pjanic, and we all know what Miralem is going to do. He's to just cool it down, the whole thing. So for me, I mean, Adrien Rabiot, he is good on the ball, yes, but there is so little productivity from him. So today, he ruined so much for us. So for me, it's just a 5, unfortunately. And he got substituted. Yes, I don't know. Poor, yeah. Martina is also there. Well done. Thank you, Martina. Welcome to the chat. 5. Rabiot, 4. Poor, yeah. 5 from RB Comps. Yeah, so it's 5 for me as well. I just don't see it, guys. I just don't see it. I'm tired. I'm slowly getting tired of looking at Rabiot, waiting for something to happen, and then I see some very few flashes, but then it just goes flat. So yeah, then we go to his compadre, freaking Miralem Pjanic. Disastrous start from right from the kickoff. Sloppy. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. So Barca, you can have him. There you go. You can have him. I won't even talk about it. Just take him. He is the best player you've ever had. Take him. My personal opinion, as always, very critical. Let me see if you agree, guys. 5 out of 10. Yeah, we've talked about Miralem so many times, and this is no different. This is Lecce, for heaven's sake, and still no dominance, no dominant performance. Still very anonymous. Looks very uninterested. Yeah, same old with Miralem. 6 out of 10. Pjanic 5. Yeah, guys, you got it. AJ is also in there. 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's just boring, guys. When did we see? When was the last time we saw Miralem Pjanic drop me at 8 or 9? I really struggle. I really can't remember. So, yeah, let's see what Arthur does for us next season, though. Rodrigo Bentancur. Not as dominant, but again, it was his 4th game, a consecutive game from the start, and today luckily he was substituted at the 70th minute or just near to that. So not as dominant as usually, but not as bad. So I don't know, right in the middle. No, I will give him a 6 for sure, but I'll just give him a 7 then. I don't know. It looks like to me that Milan performance and Napoli performance were his best in terms of fitness levels. He was so much better than the others, and then others just starting to catch up with him again. But still, Bentancur holds a very high level. So today will not be a poor display from him. On the contrary, today will be a very good display from him, but not as dominant as we've used to seeing him past after this COVID stuff. 7 out of 10. Martina, 7 out of 10. Yeah, AJ, useless yellow card. And I gotta say, this is how it is, with Bentancur, it's always going to be a useless yellow card, just like with Miralem, not unlikely like with Miralem. So it will be 7.5 out of 10 for you, and also useless card. I totally agree. So we gotta cut that out, yeah, but what you gonna do? That's the thing. Let's see. We're moving on to our main man, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that, to be honest, because this is just same old, and we need to do something about it. It's just so sloppy, every single time, every single game we're watching Cristiano Ronaldo play, and it's 5, 6, 7 misses every single game. And how wasteful can he be towards the end of his career? Now, let's face it, it is towards the end of his career, and how wasteful are you, and how much can we keep up with this guy to letting him play the full 90 when he doesn't really need to, And we need the bodies. Not only that we need CR7, but we also need the bodies to play those games. So for him to play those games, we actually probably would be smarter for us to sub him off, But then again, it looks like it's Cristiano who decides everything. He wanted to play this game because he thought he's gonna go and score 3 hat-tricks against freaking Lecce. He thought that this game was gonna be like the game for him to be the new capocannoniere. But come on, man, relax. Look at it. You barely can hit a sitter. You scored a freaking PK. That's it. So what's up? Think about yourself. Think about improving just a little bit, and then we'll see if you can actually net 2 or 3 goals. Forget about what happened before COVID. Now, today, I want you to score 3 against Lecce. Did you now? No, you didn't. So, for me, personally, I'm sorry for the rant, but this is just so typical Cristiano. For me, I will be harsh because those sitters should have been sitters. 6 out of 10. That's it. His back heel to Higuain was a great one. Yes, he fabricated the penalty that he scored himself. Yes, but really, 3 goals should have scored at least. And yes, we won 4-0. We could have won 7. Imagine. Cristiano would have loved that. Actually, he's probably pissed at himself right now. And granted, why? Because he knows he should have scored. So, by his standards, this scoreline, where we go, this scoreline right here. In my opinion, let's see in the comment section. Bentancur 7, yeah, 8.5. Wow, you guys are absolutely mad. 9 out of 10. You guys, come on. Now they. Wow. A bit mixed reviews in the comment section right now. And guys, to be quite honest, if those sitters had been there, he'd got 9 out of 10 for me. But the PK it's not really a performance. Yes, he still needs to score those. He still needs to convert the PKs. Yes, and the back heel was great one. And the pass to Dybala, let's talk about that because he had 2 assists, you say. All right, so the first one, of course, you are a stupid idiot if you are not gonna pass the ball to Dybala, who's better positioned rather than himself. Of course, he was unselfish, but that's what you need to be as a professional footballer. So if you are a professional footballer, of course you're gonna do that. Freaking Amauri would have done that. Simone Zaza could have done that. So I'm not praising Ronaldo for this particular assist. I'm maybe praising him for that particular assist to Higuain because the back heel was class. But so I will bump him up to 7 just for that back heel. But those missed chances, I mean, even 5. But because you need to score those. And when by the time he actually missed those chances, we were still 1-0 up or 2-0 up or something. We needed those goals. So yeah. The thing is that if Dybala or Bernardeschi scored an assist too, it would be a 10 out of 10. Well, as I said, it's the standard of the assist, not the assist itself. So this is what I mean. I mean, for me personally, this assist is a necessity, is what you do on a training ground. It's not what you do. This is nothing some Cristiano level, you know. This is just basic pass. This is something Miralem Pjanic can only dream of because he is unable to do that. But Cristiano, this is just usual, you know. So I will not bump him up to second to another rating just because he had one assist. But that's just my opinion, guys. So for me, 6 out of 10. Moving on to well, it'd be harsh to say that he gets at least it's very tough, to be quite honest, because yeah, there we go, that's it. Yeah, 7.5. And this is, for me personally, the goal itself was an absolutely crazy one, but I didn't feel that Dybala had such a dominant performance today as we're used to seeing him. So for me personally, just 7.5. However, a great one, great converted shot, of course, and probably I would have liked to see him subbed off earlier, or maybe even subbed off at all. But it is how it is. Cuadrado got the 7 and Ronaldo 6. Yep, that's what they did. I mean, going back to Cristiano, okay, I mean, we simply cannot rate Cristiano at the same level, especially when I expect the goals from this guy. I expect the sitters. Those are sitters. So I will not score him higher than 7 just because he scored 1 and assisted 2. It's just not good enough for me. Ronaldo missed too many sitters. For me, this is it. That's it, unfortunately. Cuadrado got a 7 because he is a freaking, I don't know, his job was to defend, and we did that. So, but going back to Dybala, 7.5. And of course, completely okay to disagree with me on the player ratings. Bernardeschi, let's talk about him. Going back to his freaking old self, you know, a bit inconsistent, but however, slightly better than, well, usually inconsistent Bernardeschi. So, of course, he didn't score, but there was never a point from him, in my opinion. I didn't even think he had a shot, if I remember correctly. So, and it works tirelessly, though. I gotta say, it works tirelessly, but also in danger maybe of like losing himself a little bit. He doesn't really finds his place when things doesn't work. He starts to struggle where to find his place, where to run, where to find spaces, and when to conserve himself. So very tough game for him, in my opinion, but did just fine. So let me just write him a score, but very anonymous, in my opinion. So 6 out of 10 for Federico. Yeah, it's just not that performance, of course, and to continue with the same performance he did against Bologna were always going to be that difficult, in my opinion. Comment section. 6 lost his head. Yeah, perhaps the amount of that's a good call. That's a good call, actually. The amount of times he was offside, yes, and he was quite a lot. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. Some teaching Bernardeschi 5 at best, 7.5. Martina going down to 7 now. All right, I'll give you a 7 for Cristiano. Thank you. CR7. It's good fun. And I think this is about it. Of course, Aaron Ramsey came on, Douglas Costa came on, Muratore came on. Didn't see much of Muratore. Looks very similar to Bentancur, actually, but I don't know. Looked decent enough, but really didn't Mark was very impressed by him, but yeah, that was never the point. Apparently going to Atalanta. Okay, let's see what Gasperini can do with the guy. Also, let's talk about Douglas Costa, guys, because this is very interesting. Since he came on, he was electric, passing guys like nobody's business, absolute train, racing car, call him whatever you like, absolute insanity going forward. Unfortunately, this only happens once a year, once every 3 months. It's just so typical Douglas Costa. I will not give him a rating because he was a substitution, but if I would have given him one, I probably would have given him an 7.5, maybe even 8, because he opened it up for us, guys. He opened up for us absolutely everything. His way of going forward, passing his guy, absolutely insane. As I say many times, one of the top 5 players in the world when actually on fire, when actually fit, and when things are actually working. So unfortunately, this would never be the case with him, with his injuries and with his with the stuff just happens to him. The spat with the Sassuolo player last season, and also the injuries. It's just so unfortunate. But the talent is there, no doubt about it. Douglas was absolutely insane. I still believe Douglas Costa is better than Salah and Mane if he's fit. Yeah, for sure. But that's the thing. He is so rarely fit. It's amazing. Mohamed going back to Douglas Costa with 6.5. That's a bit harsh. That's very, very harsh, actually. And also Gonzalo Higuain, of course, came on as well, scored. And yes, I saw in the comment section that somebody mentioned that he needed that goal, and yes, he did, and it was great to see him score. So let's see, maybe he starts next game. They are coming thick and fast, so we need the players we can get. And also, the fact is that we are 7 points up from Lazio, at least at these points, may actually be the good for rotation. So maybe we'll see Daniele Rugani in the next game. Who knows? Let's see what's going on here. Today he was good, but his final decision making needs to improve big time. He's inconsistent. Is this about Douglas Costa? Yeah, it might be. Yeah, but still, his left foot, so freaking sweet. So yeah, and then I don't know. We finish it up with probably we're gonna finish it up with Maurizio, because I don't know, guys, what you think about him? What was his tactics? Did he get it wrong? Did he get it right? Did he actually succeed with the substitutions? Again, as I said during the halftime, I fear that Lecce was all over us in the first half. Didn't create that much, didn't have that many shots on goal, but still they had a lot of the ball, and I didn't like that at all. Luckily for us, we get a 11 against 10 men because they got a red card, and things got slightly more difficult for Lecce because they were so gassed after the first half. So for us, luckily we got that. If it was 11 against 11, it would be very interesting to see what happens and how the Serie actually figures this out, because we scored actually 4 goals in the second half because 10 against 11, and because they were tired. So yeah, that's it. I don't think that Maurizio Sarri did have a particularly good game from a coaching perspective. It was very slow in the first half, and we kind of gave away the initiative. That's what we did. And also the fact is that things are not working at the start of the game, right? Everything is so slow. Rabiot is too slow. Pjanic is so slow. So nothing is working. So I'm not sure. And we've spoken about this many times. I'm not sure what is it that Maurizio Sarri does during the training sessions, other than just the fitness levels, get them up, back up again, and that's it. I feel that the Sarri ball, or whatever you like it, need to take so much time, so long a time to perfect, that it's just too difficult, too precise, too complicated. That's why it takes so time. But 4-0, I'm not complaining, to be quite honest. You're actually giving the ratings to Sarri. All right. 7 for Sarri, 7.5 for the subs. Yeah. Good substitutions, to be honest. Yes, they are. And it was also badly needed. The one thing that I want to say is that why is Cristiano playing the full game? Really, why? Why? This is what I don't understand. AJ with a great comment there. Yes, he gives him a 7. Should have brought on Douglas at halftime to prevent using a sub slot. Probably put on Ramsey sooner, but change the game time. Yes, I also wanted to see having some balls to sub Cristiano, because at some point of the game he was just becoming useless. Would have loved to see some youngster playing. Would have maybe loved to see Wesley coming on the pitch for Matuidi, at least for a couple of minutes. But it is what it is, and of course 4-0 will always be a good result for us. But if we open up the full game, we see the whole thing. I'm not sure that Sarri had a particularly good coaching game, in my opinion. So 7 out of 10, yes, that would be a good rating from you guys, and I completely agree. Ronaldo will have a tantrum. I don't care. I don't care if we'll have a tantrum. Maybe that's what he needs. Get a reality check. I don't care. And to be quite honest, I don't think he will be allowed to walk out of the stadium. So yeah, there we go. Question from Ayo: do you think Arthur can play the Jorginho role for Sarri? He might very well do that. I really hope it will be Bentancur, though. There will be an interesting choice between Arthur and Bentancur. Maybe one of them can be a box-to-box player. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Arthur that much, to be quite honest. I need to update myself on him. So maybe we'll see Bentancur there. I hope, because I feel that will be his best position. But also box-to-box player is also fine for Bentancur, but I just feel that there is something much more extra that we get with Rodrigo playing as a deep-lying midfielder, with those direct passing going forward, rather than this freaking stupid Pjanic sideways passing. With Arthur, I'm not sure what we are getting. And remember, I don't care how he plays for Barca right now. I want to see how he plays in Serie A, because as you clearly saw, Cristiano even himself told that it's much more difficult to play Serie A than in La Liga. So that's it. So it's a completely open topic. Yeah, I think that's about it. We're closing down this live. Just 30 minutes, quick recap of everything that's happened. So we win 4-0 against Lecce, completely dominating them in the second half. First half was tough, but then they were gassed out, and then in the end we just thumped them with four goals. And if I'm not mistaken, according to my ratings, Matthijs De Ligt is actually our best man. Would you agree? Maybe. Yeah, come to think of it, yeah, it's a fair one, because I don't see that Dybala was better. I don't see that Cristiano was any better. I don't see that Bentancur, Cuadrado. No, I actually think that Matthijs had a very, very good game. So yeah, man of the match for me. That's it. So we're closing it down with the words that I always love to say: Fino alla fine, e forza Juve.